Well, hello everyone. Welcome to my review of week 2. Again, very interesting week with lots of really good comments and sharing of opinions and experiences and some extra information as well. So well done to everybody who's been taking part. Some extra activities this week, and we'll get some feedback on them, of course. The stakeholder analysis you get personal feedback on. The poll results will come out in week 3, so we'll talk about them then as well. So I hope you found the exercises interesting. This week I was reflecting on the Hangout discussion of yesterday about agile contracts and agile contracting. And again, it seems to reinforce some of the messages that's come out actually in some of the comments as well, but throughout this whole course, that what's needed in contracting is for a different set of thinking, different mindsets, not least of which has to come from the top in your own organisation. Because if you really want to be up with the best practice people, then you need to be thinking about working in new and non-traditional ways. But it takes some time for senior people to understand the opportunities. They see the challenges, but not always the opportunities. Naturally, I suggested to someone in discussion this week that it might be worth thinking about a pilot project, just to try out the features. No great risk to either side, but if you properly document it and keep people informed and communicate what you're trying to do and the results, hopefully good results that you can report, then perhaps you get a little bit more support and you can move on to something bigger. So it's sometimes worth trying something rather than just saying those ones at the top don't understand and won't support me. So the discussion yesterday was largely about that, different mindsets. Of course, you've got some very experienced and leading edge participants in these discussions, and sometimes they might be seen as being more suited to very experienced practitioners. But it's been our belief when we designed this course that this was of value to all of us, regardless of where we are in the maturity stakes or the experience stakes. Even if you don't understand all that's going on, sometime in the future you might reflect and remember this course, and that's why we do it. And of course we're trying to push the boundaries for those of you with more experience. So Agile was about creating flexible designs, reviews, governance processes, but also as a way to stimulate innovation and also to recognise that in some cases there is no precise answer or definition at the beginning of what it is you want to contract. And so it becomes necessary to have a more flexible approach. But you need to have people that you can trust working on these flexible approaches. So again, the portfolio of relationships argument comes back into play here. So increasingly, and Tim made this point, Agile is becoming more and more needed because we're spending more and more of our contract money on services, not on things. And by their nature, services are much more challenging, more difficult to define, much more dependent on individuals who are involved, and so the challenge increases. So, interesting discussions, another one to go, of course, next week. And so we all look forward to more active discussions and to learn from each other as we always do. So thanks again for your contributions and your support. I look forward to a good week 3 coming up as well. So all the best and good night for now.